Hey there folks, I'm recording this video at a public park or in a public park, so there will be some background noise, children and stuff, but I was like, I'd rather have it done now than postpone it for several more days. So just, bear with me and treat it as something ordinary, okay? The background noise, it's okay. Let's take another game against the computer. This time the computer will be on level 2, okay? So his moves will be a little smarter. 30 minutes should be enough, I think, so that I comment. The computer is white, okay? I'll move my pawn against his to defend that area. Now the horse is threatening this pawn. Now I have two things to do. I can do two things. The most optimal move will be defending the pawn with this horse. If I put my horse here on c6, then the horse will defend the pawn. Okay? In that case, if his horse takes my pawn, I will take his horse. That's one thing. Another thing is I could mirror him again with my horse. In this case, if he takes my pawn, I will take his pawn. I think I can mirror him now because this is just level 2 and the moves of the computer won't be that smart. Okay, classics. Now what he does here, and this is why I love chess, because of this ability to build traps and to understand the traps that your enemy is building against you, so it makes your mind work. Now, if he eats my pawn, then I eat his pawn. See, his horse from here, from e5, will threaten this pawn here. And I could take his horse with my king, but if the horse was not protected, but here his horse is backed by his bishop. So now if the horse takes or the bishop takes this pawn, I won't be able to do anything. Okay, so now I need to not only think about this pawn here. Here we should distinguish between strategy and what was the other word? The bigger perspective. Yes, I remembered. I was looking for the word tactics. So tactics is something smaller. If I take this pawn, for instance, tactically that can be good for me, but strategically I will lose. Yes, so now I need to also think strategically and to see the greater image. And in the game of chess, you always need to remember that it's mostly about the king and keeping your king safe and damaging the other player. Now I think in a usual game I would do this. With my horse, now I'm defending this pawn so that if the horse takes it, I will take his horse. And now he brought his horse here. Okay, let's see, I'll do this. I'll move my king to a safer location like this. He did the same. And I'll have this pawn here. This helps me to prevent his bishop from coming here. And also later in the game, my king can go not only here but also here. It's just backup for the king. Okay, now he mirrored me. I think I'll threaten his knight or horse. Yes, now I can either go back, which won't make sense, I'll just lose that step. I can come here, but again it won't make sense. He can move his pawn here and again threaten my bishop. So I came here to eat the horse. I'll eat the horse. And now I weakened him because he is going to take my my bishop. Well, if he was smarter, he would have taken my bishop with this pawn here, and that's bad. When you have two pawns, right, coming in front of each other, they get weaker because pawns defend each other like this, yeah, diagonally and horizontally. But it's just level 2. The computer is weak, so he just moved his horse, his knight, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'll just save my bishop. I'll have my bishop, I think, here, just to control this area. In case if the pawn the rook comes here, I'll have the rook. But this was a good move. Now he advanced his pawn here, and now he's threatening my bishop. If I don't move my bishop will be eaten. So I'll just retreat, and I have only one place to go with this bishop here, on b6. Okay, that's unusual. Now he is threatening with his horse, he's threatening my rook. If I don't move my rook, it will be gone. I could have eaten his knight with my pawn here on f7. However, I cannot do that now because his bishop is controlling this line. If I move this pawn, my king will be exposed against his bishop, and you cannot do that. So this pawn here is just neutralized. I cannot do anything with this pawn right now. So the only thing I can do is move my rook to save it, like this. The queen is coming in, alright. Now I'll move my king, and see, I can move my king only to h7 here, because the knight is controlling both f8 and h8. Yeah? So the king is almost neutralized. I'll have my king here. This will allow me to take his horse later with either this pawn here or the king. Of course, this wouldn't be a very smart move in a real game, because he would have taken my pawn here with his bishop, and that would cause, and I would also lose my rook because of that. Okay, but later, when he gets smarter, when I choose smarter moves for his for my opponent, the game will get more interesting. Okay, now my horse is threatened, my knight on c6. I'll move my knight to d4, and now his queen is also threatened. Oh, that was not the best of the moves. Now I will take his queen, and that's a huge loss. And check. Now my knight is threatening his king. Yes, he took my horse, my knight. I lost a knight, but I obtained a queen, which is a huge gain for me. Now I'll take his knight with my rook from e8 to e5. Okay, he's threatening my rook. I'll just have my rook here and check again. Now I'm threatening his king. Okay. I'll free up my other bishop who was stuck here. Okay, he did his move. Well, I'll take his bishop with my pawn, like this. I could have also taken his bishop with my queen, and that would have been a better move. So that's why we shouldn't rush when we play chess, yeah? Because there always are better alternatives. I'll just take his rook with mine, check. Yes, now I'll take this pawn with my bishop. Okay, now his bishop is threatening my pawn, and after taking the pawn, my rook here will be threatened as well. See, if I move my pawn here to c6, he will take my pawn with his white pawn. Then I will take his pawn with my pawn on b7, but he will take that pawn with his knight. So I will lose 2 pawns and he will lose only 1. So this is not good exchange for me. I'll just move my rook here so that if his knight takes this pawn here, I can take the bishop with my rook. Okay. And now my bishop on h3 is threatened, so I'd better defend him. I'll have it here. So again, this is not good because these pawns are less effective when they are in front of each other. So he could have taken my bishop and I would have taken his bishop with my pawn on f7, but he didn't do that. Okay. Alright, this is interesting, but no, okay. Nothing serious can be done. Rooks are very efficient when one rook backs the other one. Here his rook is not really efficient. He can't do anything to me, so I'm not worrying about his rook there. Okay, I think I'll just try to, yes, get my queen going. She's just sitting there. Okay. What I'll do, I'll have my rook on g8, and now his rook is neutralized. He couldn't move his rook because the king would be exposed, and you can't do that. Now I'll take his rook, and this is bad for him. When, oh yes, he should have taken my rook with his king, my opponent, but he didn't do that. Okay. I'll just ensure the safety of my rook here, and pretty soon the game might be over. I'll have my queen here, check. Okay, that was a very bad move. Had he gone on e1, he would have had more chances to survive. But now in one step my queen will come here and the game will be over, checkmate, because my queen is backed by my rook here. If my queen was alone here, the king would have taken the queen. But when one figure is backed by another figure, then that's not possible. And checkmate. So that was it for today, guys. A very easy game. Next time we'll have the opponent, the computer, on level 3. That will be more interesting, but I think I will probably win against him at level 3 because I'm not a beginner. Then level 4, we'll see. Maybe I will lose on level 4, but I'm not sure. So if you're interested, if you liked this lesson, subscribe to my channel. Discover the other lessons as well on YouTube. When you go to the channel New Intellectuals Community, here I have other lessons. If you open the videos, see, already I have 2 games and 2 lessons on playing chess, how to play chess, lesson 1, and game 1 with the computer. Also, you can check out my shorts. In shorts I am telling about new intellectuals community, vision, mission, values. Feel free to check all of that out as well. I'm also teaching English. I have another channel which is called English for Growth. You are welcome to subscribe to my channel as well, to the other one, English for Growth. There it is. Here on this channel I have 700 videos. I think around 450 out of 735 videos are public, so you can benefit from those videos. Some of them are in Armenian. I don't know if you speak Armenian. If you don't, you can just check out the playlists, and in the playlists I have English in English. I have lots of lessons that are completely in English. Yeah, so again, you can benefit from all of this. Also on LinkedIn and on YouTube I have New Intellectuals community. You can follow my initiative there as well and interact with me. Like, your likes, your comments and your shares matter. You can ask me questions if you are interested in some other subjects. I teach English, French, Hebrew, philosophy, chess, sexuality, and slowly I will be making more and more lessons on these topics. On this channel, English for Growth, by the way, I have a course on politics in English. So in the playlist you can discover that, and if you're interested in the philosophy of objectivism, in individualism, free market capitalism, you can benefit from my free lessons there. Okay, so high five and see you next time. Have fun.